All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Give honors to our apostles and our teachers, and peace and salutations onto the election, man. So there's there's the book of Job, chapter 5, and verse 1. It says, "Call now, if there be any that will answer thee, and to which of the saints wilt thou turn? For wrath killeth the foolish man, and envy slayeth the silly one. I have seen the foolish taking root, and suddenly I curse the habitation. His children are far from safety, and they are crushed in the gate, neither is there any to deliver them." It says, "Whoso harvests the hungry eateth it up, and taketh it even out the thorns, and the robber swalloweth up their substance. Although affliction cometh not forth out the dust, neither doth trouble spring out the ground. Yet man is born unto trouble, as the sparks fly upward." Now, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 6, and verse uh, 1. Okay. Now it says, "Again, some friend is a companion at the table, and will not you in the day of thy affliction, but in thy adversity he shall be as thyself, and will be servants. If thou be brought low, he will be against thee, and will hide himself from thy face. Separate thyself from thy enemies, and take heed of thy friends." Now, the scripture saying Micah 7:5, "Trust ye not in a friend, putting thy confidence in a guy, and keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom." And we jump down um, to the 6th verse. It says, "For the son dishonoreth the father, the daughter rises up against her mother, the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own house. Therefore, I will look unto the Most High, and I will wait for the Most High. The power of my salvation, my God will hear me." Okay, so the word Jacob means supplanter, right? Our people are a bunch of supplanters. All right, they're opportunists, and this is why the scriptures say, "Take heed of who you have around you, who you separate thyself from thy enemies, and take heed of thy friends." All right, because the Lord said what He came with division, right? And there be many unruly, vain talkers of day of the circumcision, who with their mouths, speak great swelling words, but inside what they got envy, strife, uh, 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 because jealousy is a real thing, man. All right, and you gotta be very careful around who you got around you, and who you let, who you listen to, who you let into your spirit, as they would say, because that's a real thing, man. Okay, you could be you could be getting lined up by your best friend in this world. In this world we live in, it's a treacherous world. This is a treacherous world, man. This is a treacherous world, bro. This is a treacherous, very, very wicked world where where everything is not what it seems. That's why you got to trust in the Most High and trust in His word, man, because everything is not clean cut and dry, as they would say. You know, okay. It says Proverbs 23 and verse 15. It says, "My son, if thy heart be wise, my heart shall rejoice, even mine. Yea, my reins shall rejoice, and when thy lips speak right things, let not thy heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of the Lord all the day long. For surely there is an end, and thy expectation should not be cut off. Hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thy heart in the way." All right. Be wise and guide your heart in the way, man. Okay. So it says in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, it says this here. It says, "And I, brethren, could not speak as unto you as spiritual, but as unto carnal, even as unto babes in Yahushua. I have fed you with milk and not with meat, for hitherto ye are not able to bear it. Neither yet are ye now able, for ye are yet carnal. For whereas there is among you envy and strife and divisions, are ye not carnal and walk as men?" All right, let me read that again. All right, 1 Corinthians 3:3. It says, it says, um, it says, "For ye are yet carnal." The Apostle Paul talking to the church, Corinth. He said, look, man, y'all are still carnal, man. All right. You think as men, you walk as men, right? It says, you are yet carnal, for whereas there is among you envying, strife, and divisions. Are ye not carnal and walk as men? When you look at Israel as a whole, you're going to see a whole bunch of strife. You're going to see a whole bunch of divisions. You're going to see a whole bunch of carnality. And you're going to see a whole bunch of hypocrisy. All right. So the Apostle Paul spoke to the church of Corinth. He said, look, man, y'all are still like men. You're walking carnal like men, right? Envy and strife, divisions. For while one say, if I am of Paul, and another say I'm of Apollo, are you not carnal? You know, because here it is, back then they still had this mindset of like, oh well, I'm underneath this guy and this person, right? I'm of Apollo and I'm of Paul, I'm of Paul. Paul, Paul, this and that, every time Paul says something, oh, Paul. And Paul came with the gospel of Yahushua, right? He came with the gospel of Yahushua, but some of them people in Corinth, they were trying to deify Paul. And like, oh, Paul, whatever Paul says, oh, you're Paul. So fourth verse, for while one saith, I am of Paul, and another said, I am of Apollo, are you not carnal? Who then is Paul and who's Apollo? Who is Paul and who's Apollo? Men that the Lord is dealing with, yes, like our, brothers, whatever the case may be. But you have one to worship in the heavens. You have one to look up to that's to come, the Lord Yahushua, his Father. That's how you're supposed to pray to. That's what you're supposed to look at admiration and say, Rabbi, and say, and have this, this glow in your eyes when because on the earth, man, you're not supposed to be looking at men as if they're like, deities, because here it is. That's where that's carnal. That's a carnal mindset. That's a carnal mindset, which that's what the apostle said right here. All right, the apostle Paul said, "What? For while one saith, I am of Paul, I'm of Paul, and another said, I'm of Apollo. Are you not carnal?" Right? Like these different camps. They go around and they say, "Oh well, I'm this camp and I'm that camp," and they'll ride to the death about it. They'll ride to defend their, to the death instead of defend the gospel, the Lord, all right, his spirit, It says, who then is Paul? Who is Apollos, but ministers by whom ye believed, even as the Lord gave to every man? I have planted, Apollos watered, but the Most High gave the increase. So then neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but the Most High gives the increase. Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. For we are laborers together with the Most High. Ye are the Most High's husbandry. Ye are the Most High's building. So, Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 1. For all this I considered in my heart, even to declare all this, that the righteous and the wise and their works are in the hand of the Most High. No man knoweth either love or hatred by all that is before them. All things come to alike to all, and there is one event to the righteous and to the wicked, to the good and to the clean, and to the unclean, and to him that sacrificeth, and to him that sacrificeth not, is as the good, so is the sinner, and he that sweareth as he that feareth an oath. This is an evil among all things. So like this is an evil among all things that are done under the sun, that there is one event unto all. Yeah, also the heart of the sons of men is full of evil, and madness is in their heart. What is it? The heart of the sons of men is full of evil, and madness is in their heart while they live and after they go to the dead. For to him that is joined to all the living, there is hope. For a living dog is better than a dead lion. For the living know that they shall all die, but the dead know not anything, neither have they any more reward, for the memory of them is forgotten. Also their love and their hatred and their envy is now perished. All right, because that's what men have while they live. They got love, they got hatred, they got envy, right? Neither have they any portion forever in anything that is done under the sun, right? Go thy way, eat thy bread with joy, and drink thy wine with merry heart, for now the Most High accept thy works. You see, the righteous, the wicked they're all basically all living under the same, world. They both get the same rewards on this side, basically. A woman, a child, sex, food, You know, whether they may be righteous or wicked. Everybody's under the same basic. They're all getting the same rule. That's why this world's unfair, unbalanced. That's why you got envy ruling the world, jealousy, which is a real thing. You got the haves and the have-nots. You got the righteous and the wicked. But the Lord, he said, he's seen under the sun, and he's seen that there was a reward to the righteous, the reward to the wicked, and time and chance happened to every man. This world of ours is a crash course experience on how to on this human condition, this wicked ass life where envy abounds. Okay, when you from the moment that you've been a little child, right, and you grow up, well, K through 12 and shit. You walking in there, women are envying you. Oh, that's not her hair. That's not her. That's not men are talking shit. You ain't got no daddy. You ain't do this and that. Oh, you only made it because your dad. Look, bro, everything in life revolves around envy. Goddamn. All right, jealousy and strife, and these are all human characteristics. These are all works of the flesh. You know what I mean? Yes, the Most High has jealousy, but godly jealousy. Okay, he said he was jealous for Zion. You know, he's jealous for his woman, his people. You know, but there's a jealousy which is unrighteous, because in 2 Corinthians 11, the 11th chapter, the Apostle Paul said, I'm jealous over you with godly jealousy." So there is a form of godly jealousy, but when it comes to let me get Galatians the 5th chapter real quick. When it comes to envy and strife and divisions, those are carnal things, which the Apostle Paul said, what? 1 Corinthians 3 and verse 3, "For ye are yet carnal, and whereas there is among you envy and strife and divisions, are you not carnal and walk as men?" See, the scriptures say we're supposed to put off the mortal thoughts, right? Second Ezra 14:14, "Set thy house in order, reprove that people, and let go from thee the mortal thoughts, put off the weak nature." Right? Those are mortal thoughts when you're sitting there, have an evil eye toward your brother. Who do you think he is? Think you the major, the mighty? Yeah. Hey, black. Well, you ain't been in the truth that long. See, these are statements of jealousy. You think you're gonna come out there and outdo me? That's the mentality of a lot of men out there. And that's the mentality of a lot of men. You know? Well, you don't matter how much you go out there. It don't matter. The Lord ain't hearing your sacrifice. The Lord ain't hearing you. These are all jealous, envious statements, man. That are made by men, right? Because of the curses. We're under the curses which are attached to this flesh. So it says Galatians 5 and verse 18. If ye be led of the Spirit, you're not under the law. It says, because scripture say the law is not made for a righteous man, right? If you are led of the Spirit, you're not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are adultery, papa another man's woman, fornication, all right, idol worship, uncleanness, being a dirty pig. Okay, that's wicked. To be walking around stinking all day. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, brother might be poor, whatever the case may be, but you know what I'm saying. You don't have to be rich to not stink. It's the scripture say money is a defense. You gotta be able to take care of yourself, man. Uncleanness is wicked. All right, you gotta bathe. That's why there's laws of purification. A woman can't just walk around. You can't pop your woman when she's on her cycle. That's unclean. That's ungodly. So uncleanness, those are works of the flesh, because the flesh is by nature is unclean. Every day you got to shower, don't you? If you don't, you're gonna stink. You're gonna brush your teeth every so often. 6-7 hours, you gotta brush your shit because it's gonna stink. Because your flesh is like animalistic. It's like an animal. Your flesh is an animalistic state that feels jealousy, envy, strife, division, grudges. You see what I'm saying? That's what the flesh feels. That's what the flesh produces. It says lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, all right, emulation. I want to look at this word variance real quick. I want to look at this word variance and emulation. These are characteristics that one must shed as he enters into a kingdom. as you walk towards the straight and narrow path, you know. Variance, it says fact of undergoing change, fake variance, state of disagreement, right? Official dispensation from a building of regulation. It says variance, discordant, conflicting in nature of kind, not harmonious, connected. Um, yep. Okay, let's get emulation too. I'm gonna look at emulation. Emulation. It says emulation, effort to equal or excel in qualities that one admires. Rivalry, yeah, rivalry. You know, pissing contests. All right. Amongst men, there's a lot of pissing contests. Who's the greatest? You know, who's the this and that. Yeah, Jake is a competitive as a people, but you know, this truth of ours is not a competition. You know, this truth of ours is not a competition to see who's the top guy and who's the this and that. You know, to see you know. But that's what you see a lot of times in the faith. You know, that's what you see. That's what you at observe. The scripture say Ephesians 5:15, be circumspect, right? Look around. What do you see when you look around you? You know, you gotta be real. When you look around you, you know what the Holy Spirit is telling you. When you look around you and when you see what you see men doing, a lot of it is carnal, a lot of it is vainglory, a lot of it is like, you know, it's like what's going on. But you must remember that Jake is under the curses, man. And this is why we got to fight the good fight of faith. And that comes with fighting these evil spirits that are attached to the flesh. Evil spirits, man. So rivalry, emulation goes into a word rivalry, competition. Okay. Constantly competing, you know, to rival, to strive, to excel, to outdo someone else. You know what I'm saying? Strive and rival and emulate, you know. And then so another thing too that happens is when Jake excels, you know, at something and it becomes great, that then it becomes a rivalry, and then comes jealousy, then comes, you know, envy of the devil, as the scripture say in what's that what's that at? Wisdom of Solomon 2 and verse 22. It says, as for the mysteries of the Most High, they knew them not, neither hope they for the wages of righteousness, nor discern the reward for blameless souls. For the Most High created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through the envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it. See, through envy of the devil, the so-called white man, okay, isn't he an envious devil? Okay, didn't he come to the woman with the serpent as a serpent, you know, and seduce, envious of Adam, envious of the so-called black Latino man, okay, as a whole. And then he came in there with his little philosophy chart. No, y'all don't need to listen to the Most High. Just do what you want to do. Through envy of the devil came death into the world. Okay, and they that do hold of his side do find it. You're gonna find death when you in that spirit of the envy of the devil, like Cain and Abel. Cain was envious of Abel, a righteous man, a just man. Okay, that's Sirach 37 and verse 10. Consult not with one that suspected thee, and hide thy counsel from such as envy thee. Neither consult with a woman touching of whom she is jealous. There you go. Neither with a coward in matters of war, nor with a merchant concerning exchange, nor with a buyer or a seller, nor with an envious man of thankfulness. See that? Nor with an unmerciful man touching kindness, nor with the slothful for any work, nor with the hireling for a year of finishing work, nor with an idle servant of much business, hearken not on these in any matter of counsel. But be world is a two-edged sword, divide asunder from bone and marrow and soul and spirit, right? Is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Because this word is a powerful tool, man. This word is a powerful tool that that will what's the word? That will that will try the best of us, you know, for a lack of a better term, you know, at the moment. You know, it will try your soul, your spirit, your very essence. You know, that's what this word is going to do. You know, so Back in Galatians 5 and verse 20, it says, 19, it says, now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, and lasciviousness. Idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revilings, such are the like, of the which I tell you before, as I have told you in times past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. But the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. They that are Yahushua have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not be desirous of what? Vainglory, provoking one another, and what? Envying one another. Provoking one another and envying one another, because that's the thing that happens. Okay, so again, 1 Corinthians 3 and verse 3, for ye are yet carnal, whereas there is among you envying, strife, and divisions. Are ye not carnal and walk as men? All right. For while one saith, I am Paul, and another say, I am of Apollo, are ye not carnal? Who then is Paul and who is Apollo? But ministers by whom ye believed, and the Lord Yahushua gave to every man. All right. Even as the Lord gave to every man. So time and chance happened to every man. Right. You're not supposed to be deifying nobody. You're not supposed to be envying, strifing, backdooring nobody. Okay. You ain't supposed to be throwing nobody under the bus, okay, to appease others. You're not supposed to be doing that, all right? You're supposed to give everyone fair treatment, you know, and you're supposed to prove your own work, so you'll have no reason to envy another, because you're secure in your own work, as the Lord told you. Prove your own work. You know, they say that. Didn't the Lord say, prove your own work? Okay, so when you're occupied in your own work, you're occupying your own business. And verse Romans chapter 13 and verse 11, it says, and knowing that it now is high time to awake out of sleep, for now his salvation is nearer than when we believed. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the whole armor of light, and let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering, wantonness, not in strife and envy. There you go, not in strife and envy. All right, because that's a real thing, man. That's a real thing. And that leads to a lot of other wicked thoughts and emotions. Okay. And we want to maintain a clean mind and a clean spirit, because, you know, sometimes when you go down them paths, you know, when you let that seep all into you, you know, you become dark. You know, you become a vessel not fit for the master's use. You know. So it says 13 verse. It says, 12 verse. Let us put off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. 13. It says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering or wantonness, not in strife and envy. But put ye on the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua, and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. Let us not walk in what? Drunkenness, rioting, not in chambering or wantonness, and not in strife and envying, man. All right. Because that is a thing that happens, and I've seen it. We've all been partakers of this, you know, whether it be in the world, whether it be in the truth, you know. In the world, from the time you go hear these people over there talking shit about you for no reason, you know. Oh, you think you all that because you got two parents in your life. You that's not your fault that you got two parents and the other people don't have two parents. Oh, he got a daddy. Now just because of that, they already got envy for you. Oh, this nigga, you think you all that because you got a daddy. You know, you think you all that because you did this and that. You know, everybody got to learn to love themselves and love what the Lord gave you, whatever portion the Lord gave you, and be content. Did not the scripture say, "Be content with such as I have"? Right? You gotta learn to be content, man. That's why I said, be not desirous of vainglory. When you desirous of vainglory, you're never content. It's always more. You're always competing and shit. That's why it says emulation and variance. That's competition. Emulation, variance, those are rivalry spirits of rivalry. I'm better than you, and I'm better than this guy, and I'm better than you. And they might not come out and say it verbally, but the actions speak louder than words. Mm-hmm. 2 Corinthians 12 and verse 14. It says, behold, the third time I am ready to come to you, and I will not be burdensome to you. For I seek not yours, but for you, for the children ought to not lay up for the parents, but the parents for the children. It says, I will very abundantly send and be sent for you, though I be more abundantly loved. Though I more abundantly love you, the less I be loved. It says, but be it so, I did not burden you. Nevertheless, being crafty, I caught you with guile. All right, the Apostle Paul used guile, all right, to catch certain of to catch certain of the believers, right? What they would call today clickbait, or what they would call today antics. You know? That's the Apostle Paul used guile, which is called antics. All right. It said, did I make a gain of you by any of them who I sent unto you? I desired Titus with me, with him. So like I sent a brother. Did Titus make a gain of you? Walked we not in the same spirit? Walk we not in the same steps? Again, think you that we excuse ourselves unto you. We speak before the Most High and Yahushua, but we do all things, dearly beloved, for your edifying. Okay. 20th verse. For I fear lest when I come unto you, I shall not find you such as I would, and that I shall be found unto you such as would not, lest there be debates. Hold on. Lest there be debates, envyings, wraths, strifes, backbitings, whisperings, swellings, and tumults. You had all that going on back then. Nothing new under the sun, right? In today's climate, in today's world, you're gonna see these very same things happening. Okay. You're gonna see amongst our people, you're gonna see debates. You know, you got Jake debating, okay, going on debate platforms and shit, debating each other and the Christians and what they think about this, what they think about that. Envyings, okay, wraths, strifes, backbitings, okay, little group chats being made and shit, little group chats where backbiting's going on and shit, blah, 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 talking and shit, whispering. Scripture say the ear of jealousy here is all murmuring, right? Swellings and tumults, okay. It says, and least when I come again, my God will humble me among you, and that I shall bewail many which have sinned already, and have not repented of the uncleanness, fornication, and lasciviousness which they have committed. All right, which are Galatians the 5th chapter, the works of the flesh. Right. So let's walk in the spirit, so we don't feel the lust of the flesh, which is easier said than done. But that's why the Lord gave us grace and time to get right. Titus chapter 3 and verse 1. Put them in mind to be subject to principalities and powers, to obey magistrates, to be ready to every good work, to speak evil of no man, to be no brawlers, but gentle, showing meekness unto all men. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish, disobedient, deceived, serving divers lusts and pleasures, living in malice, envy, hateful, and hating one another. But after that, the kindness and love of our God, our Savior, toward men appeared, not by works of righteousness which we have done, but according to his mercy, he saved us by the washing of regeneration and renewing of the Holy Spirit, which he shed on us abundantly through the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua, our Savior, that being justified by his grace, we should be made heirs according to the hope of eternal life. That is a faithful saying, and these things I will that thou affirm constantly. All right, you keep teaching this, right? This is why, you know, these are things that you constantly reiterate, aka say again, right? That you affirm constantly. All these things, this is a faithful saying, these things thou will affirm constantly, that they which have believed in the Most High might be careful to maintain good works. These things are good and profitable unto men. But avoid foolish questions, genealogy, contention, strivings about the law, for they are unprofitable and vain. Okay. So these things, these spirits are unprofitable and vain. You know, that ultimately that's the reason why we're in captivity, because niggas can't get along. So-called black can't get along with the Latino. Latino can't get along with the black. The Gadite can't get along with the Latino or the Native American. You know, so The Lord mingled a spirit of discord amongst our people, to show us right from wrong, show us how to be, how to behave. Okay, James 3 and verse 13, it says, "Who is a wise man and endowed with knowledge amongst you? Let him show out of a good conversation it works with meekness of wisdom." It says, "But if you have bitter envy and strife in your hearts, glory not and lie not against the truth. This wisdom is sent from above, so like it not from above, but it's earthly, sensual, and devilish." Yeah, because in the heavens there's no envy and strife. In the heavens, it says what? This wisdom descend not from above, but is earthly, sensual, and devilish. What? Bitter envy and strife in your hearts and lying. That doesn't go on in the spiritual realm. The angels are not looking at each other like, man, like the Christians. You know how the Christians will say that Satan envied the Most High. He envied the Most High, so he rebelled against the Most High. That doesn't happen in the spiritual realm because everything's perfect, and the Most High is just he's putting everything in order in the spiritual realm. But on the earth is nothing but envy and bitter and strife and madness amongst the gods, the Israelites, amongst the Israelites. In the spiritual realm, our brothers, the angels, they're up there, in harmony. They're up there in harmony. They ain't fighting amongst each other. They don't have no strife, no envy. That's of the earth. Okay? That's of the earth. That's why you can't get along with your sisters, your brothers, because they got spirits on them. You got spirits on you, So it says, "But if ye have bitter envy and strife in your hearts, glory not, lie not against the truth. This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, and devilish," aka the works of the flesh. It happens here. It doesn't happen in the spiritual realm. That wisdom, so-called wisdom, those things only happen here on the earth, being sensual, devilish, being envious, strife, and contention. That's why Scripture say, "Let thy will be done on earth as in heaven," in the Lord's Prayer. Because when the Lord comes, it's going to be nothing but peace. He's going to establish the kingdom, and we're going to all be in harmonious peace. But as it stands now, all you see is envy and strife, bitter glory, and lying against the truth. This wisdom descend not from above, but is earthly, sensual, and devilish. For where envy and strife is, there's confusion, every evil work. Yeah, because where envy and strife is, there's accusations made. You don't even know what's going on. You don't know what's the truth. You don't know if this is right. You don't know if this is a real brother or if this nigga is a demon. Because certain men said this and this and that. That's where you get envy. Where envy and strife is, there's confusion in every evil work. Because you don't even know. You're like, yeah, you don't even know what to believe because you wasn't there. You wasn't privy to the information that was going on. While you see men saying certain things and this and that, you're just speculating. You're just speculating. You don't know if this man, what this man got in his heart. You don't know what he did to him. You don't know what jealous spirit he got on him. You don't know. You don't know. So you're just in there just confused. You're just in there confused, like, what's going on? What's going on? You just got to take them for their word for it. You see what I'm saying? So that's what happens amongst men because men are imperfect. That's why the Lord has to change us and become a perfect. The Lord has to make us perfect again so we could be like the angels that's in the heavens just chilling. They're just in the heavens real cool with each other. Very cool with each other. They're in the heavens cool, doing the Lord's will, worshiping the Father. Yeah. So a lot of the times you're going to find out that, that there's simplicity in your house side. The script says simplicity in your house side. A lot of these individuals out there in the world, they're more cool than these guys in the truth. They're more cool. That's why the Lord said that the publicans and the heathens go into the kingdom before you, because they're cool, man. They're cool. They show love. They don't have this this envy and strife spirit on them. They're cool. They're like, yeah, whatever. Some of them, not all, of course, not all. But some of these guys are real sincere, man. They just don't have the knowledge. Some of these guys are real cool, down to earth, like the Lord was. The Lord is down to earth, real cool, man. If you met a lot of these guys that you watch on these videos, they wouldn't even fucking talk to you. They wouldn't even talk to you. They would look at you like, what the fuck are you doing here? Get the fuck up out of here. Who are you? Like the Lord told the disciples not to do. The children came up there And the disciples were like, hey, get the fuck up out of here. What are you doing here? The Lord said, no, man, let the little boy come. Why? You see that same spirit on these men today. You see that same spirit of, get away. Get away. You know? You see that same sentiment. You know, when the Lord let the little babies come up there, let the little children get out of here, man. Get the little child up out of here. How dare he come talk to the Lord? How dare he? The Lord said, man, receive this little child as myself, man. You know, receive him, man. What's wrong with you? Unless you humble yourself as this little child right here, you ain't gonna enter into the kingdom either, man. Unless you humble yourself just like this little child right here. Come on, bro. A lot of these guys out there in the world are more cool, are going to be delivered before a lot of these men that up there all over righteous and shit. You can't talk to me. I'm so and so, and I got this hit. Nah, bro. You got to be cool, man. Just be cool, man. Just be the simplicity that's in your house shot. Let's get that too. Okay? You gotta be cool, man. Remember, man. I said, I say, it says 2 Corinthians 11 and verse 3. It says, but I fear lest by any means as a serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, your minds should be corrupted from the simplicity that's in your house shot. That simplicity that's in your house shot, man. That's why the scripture say that he that fear the Lord and have little understanding is better than he that him that got all this wisdom. You know, real quick, let me get that. You know, because that's a sincere spirit, man. You know, it says Sirach 19 and verse 23, there is a wickedness and the same as abomination, there is a fool wanting wisdom. He that have a small understanding and fear the Most High is better than one that have much wisdom and transgress the law of the Most High. Yeah. There's one that has small understanding. I'm talking about these guys in the world. They're going to come in there, you know, they don't know shit, but they got a sincere spirit. They really actually are brotherly. They actually love. They actually forgive. They're actually cool. They don't know a 70,000 scriptures, but they're cool. They're cool. Abstract concept. They're cool. They're actually cool to talk to, be around. They're not snakes. They're not fucking two-faced. You know? They're actually cool, man. They're actually real niggas. You know what I mean, bro? Okay, so it says James chapter 3 and verse 16. For where envy and strife is, there is confusion in every evil work. See, where envy and strife is, there is confusion in every evil work, right? The Lord is not the author of confusion. That's men that bring confusion. The Lord is not the author of confusion. The men bring confusion, man. You know? The scripture say, make the vision plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. This truth is simple. Don't try to overcomplicate it, man. You know? With politics and all this other shit, man. You know? We're prophets, we're not politicians, man. Okay? He says, 17th verse, but the wisdom that's from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, easy being treated. My experience being around like men, they're not easily to be entreated. Like they're not easily being treated. They're not like an open book that you could just be like, hey, brother, yeah, can you please, you know? No, not like that. It's like a fucking stone cold statue, you know? Like that's the curse that Jake put on our fathers, on our, you know, you remember like your grandfather and your father before, there wasn't like, well, my dad was loving and shit like that, but like if you look at Jake's fathers and shit like that, they were like stone cold demons. They're like nobody could talk to you. Like you couldn't even cry in front of them without them just like, hey, you little soft bitch, get up out of here. You know, they come home drunk. They treat your mama like a piece of shit. You know, they came in. Hey, Dad, can I come and have a conversation with you? I need some advice. You know, they got that. It's only man got that same spirit, man. No. You know, that's a curse that the Lord put on our people, man. You know. So it says the wisdom that's from above is first pure, peaceable, gentle, easy to be entreated, full of mercy, good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy. You see a lot of partiality amongst our people, and you see a lot of hypocrisy, okay? Because of the curse. And the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace of them that make peace. That's why the Lord said, blessed are the peacemakers. It's all about the peacemakers, man. The Lord said the peacemakers, they're going to inherit the earth. Because what? They're cool. They're making peace. Because in the spiritual realm, it's peace. In the spiritual realm, ain't nothing but peace going on. You know, in the spiritual realm, which that same order gonna come on the earth as pursuant to the Lord's prayer. Pursuant to the Lord's prayer, say your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So that same peace that the angels experience in the heavens is gonna come to us again, where the curse will be lifted off you and it'll be put on your enemies. Pursuant to Deuteronomy 30:7, they're gonna be fighting each other. They're gonna be talking shit. They're gonna be in envy and strife because they're gonna be men, and we're gonna not be men. We're gonna be spiritual beings, angelic-like spiritual beings, gods on the earth. All right. So, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, and verse 22. It says, as for wisdom and what she is and how she came up, I will tell you and will not hide mysteries from you, but will seek her out from the beginning of her nativity and bring the knowledge of her into light and will not pass over the truth. Neither will I go with consuming envy, for such a man shall have no fellowship with wisdom. It says, but the multitude of the wise, the welfare of the world, and a wise king is the upholding of his people. Receive therefore instruction through my words and shall do you good. Now, I will not go with consuming envy. That envy will consume you, man. Okay. That's why I said such a man will have no fellowship with wisdom. Okay. Such a man will have no fellowship with wisdom. Such a man that goeth with consuming envy, man. Okay. You're supposed to be happy for each other, man. Okay. You see your brother doing the work, you're supposed to be happy for him. You ain't supposed to be shitting all on him and shit, talking about, oh, hey, you ain't doing it. Yeah, it don't matter what you're doing. It don't matter what you ain't supposed to have that spirit on you, man. You know, you're supposed to be happy with when you see your brother doing the work. Yeah, you see a brother video pop up and you're like, yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? But here goes this nigga again. You know, that's the type of sentiment many of you men have towards certain brothers, man. You know, which you shouldn't feel that way, man. You should be happy. You should be like, yeah, bro, good. That's what's up. Jake is doing his thing, man. Good for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Good for you, brother. Hope you make it too, man. You know, is that the sentiment that many men have? I believe not. It says, Sirach chapter 9 and verse 11. It says, envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in, but remember they shall not go unto their grave. And keep far from thee the man that have power to kill, so shalt thou not doubt about the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares. We're surrounded by a midst of snares, bro, on this earth. The job, the churches, the camps. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of fucking snares and rules and shit, commandments of men, and you know, oh well, you got to show up here at a certain time. If you don't show up here, you're out. You're out of here. You know, go and do your own thing. You know, fuck you. Figure out your life. You know, it's very little love, man. Very little care for you, man. Oh, you ain't paid tithes in so long. Hey, man, get the fuck up out of here. What the hell are you doing in here? Why, you know? That type of spirit. There's very little love. I'm talking about real genuine love that's not attached to conditions and shit, money or, you know, obeisance and shit like that. It's not genuine. It's not like, yo, bro, I just love you for who you are as a brother, man. And I don't need shit from you. You know? So it says, remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and that thou walkest in the battlements of the city. As near as thou canst, guess at thy neighbor and consult with the wise. And let the talk be with the wise, and let all that communication in the law be in the law of the Most High. And let just men eat and drink with thee, and let thy glory be in the fear of the Lord. For the hand of the artificer, the work shall be commended, and the wise ruler of the people for his speech. A man of ill tongue is dangerous in his city, and he that is rash in his talk shall be hated. Right. So, you know, a lot of times, man, you know, That's why I should say we have to examine ourselves. 2 Corinthians 13:5, man. You know, because us as a people, man, we need help, man. That's why you got to call on the Lord, man. You know, and wait upon Him. You know, to rectify all the wrongs that's been done on the earth, man. All the mishaps, because there's a bunch of shit that you don't even know about, but the Lord knows. The Lord sees everything. The Lord sees and He perceives. All right. But as for the time being, you gotta keep your circle small. You can't trust nobody. Okay, because you don't know who's a fucking federal agent. You don't know who's working for the devil. You don't know who's Bishop from the movie. From what was it with that movie? Or Juice or whatever the other one. The other one, Jake. Like what's the other one? The one with Mackay Pfeiffer. You know, the whole time he lining you up. The whole time, hey brother, yeah, I love you. The whole time he's a companion at the table. Sirach 6:10. But he will not abide in the day of thy affliction. You don't know who's who. So you got to be very careful, man. Trusting many, you know. That's why the scripture say, take heed of your enemies. Sirach 6 and verse 13, separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such a one have found a treasure. Nothing doth countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable. You can't trust everybody out here, man. Just because they call themselves certain names or whatever the case may be. Man could be a federal agent working for the feds, working for the pigs. Take off the uniform, man. Take off that uniform. What's your badge number? You know, you infiltrator. You know, you don't know. You don't know. So you gotta be careful, man. Jake trying to gather information on you, man. Jake might be trying to. You don't know. You don't know, bro. So you gotta be very careful, man. You gotta be very careful, man. Okay. You can't give everybody out your number. Can't get. Recently I just received a bunch of texts from random motherfuckers. I'm like, which one of these trolls is sending me texts, man? And I'm talking about, are you Shapar? Are you this and that? Fuck got my name. How the hell they know my number? They sending me pictures of all kind of weird shit. Like, which one of these trolls is sending me messages, man? You know what I'm saying? Trying to be funny. You see what I'm saying? So you can't trust nobody, man. Okay. That's why it says in Jeremiah the 9th chapter, oh, that my head were waters and my eyes was a fountain of tears, that I might weep night and day for the slain of the daughter of my people. Oh, that I had in the wilderness a lodging place of wayfaring men, that I might leave my people and go from them. Meaning, let me get away from my people, because they're a bunch of niggas. Okay? They're a bunch of crazy crazy niggas, man. Okay? The Jeremiah said, let me, oh, that I had a wayfaring place in the wilderness, away from the city, away from these people. You know? It says, oh, that I had in the wilderness a lodging place of wayfaring men, that I might leave my people and go from them, for they be all adulterers. They be all adulterers, an assembly of treacherous men. That's Israel. That's your people. An assembly of treacherous men, you know. It says that they bend their tongue and their bows for lies, but they are not valiant for the truth upon the earth. There's a few men on the earth that's valiant for the truth. The majority of them are just like, you know, sitting there just like, yeah, going through the motions and, you know, just going through the motions, man. Just putting in little work, not valiant for the truth on the earth. That's why it says many are called, few are chosen, man. Okay. They bend their tongue for bold like for lies, and they are not valiant for the truth upon the earth. They proceed from evil to evil, and they know not me, said the Lord. Take ye heed every one of his neighbor, meaning your best friend. Man, you up there, you've been holding camp with him for years. You better take heed. But hey, better watch out. Well, I'm just saying, but we gotta prove a friend. The scripture say prove a friend, man. Okay, you gotta prove a friend. Men gotta be proven. Acceptable men are tried first of adversity. Sirach 2. Right? Acceptable men are tried in the furnace of adversity, man. Okay, take heed everyone his neighbor, and trust ye not any brother, for every brother utterly supplant every neighbor, walk with slanders. Why? Because our people are supplanters, Jacob, opportunists, man. They find an occasion to talk about you. So they can throw you under the bus, and they can rise up the rank, or they could get up there and they could be the one. I live with so and so, Yeah. He was a dirty nigga, man. He was just a damn. Yeah, he was just a weirdo, man. What the fuck? Yeah, he ain't right. You know, so he could make himself look better. You know, the whole time, you was just a normal guy, just doing your thing. You cleaning up, you paying your rent and the bills. You know, here he comes talking about, oh, you a demon. You know, you are a demon. He was this and that. He left Cheetos all over the place. Yeah. See, every neighbor walk with slanders. You see what I'm saying? And you don't know a man until you go through adversity, man. Until you live with a man. You know, you gotta stop trusting everything you see on the internet, man. You know, I don't trust nobody I just see on the internet, man, just because they got so I don't know you. I never met you in real life, man. You never talked to me. You never seen me. You got to see me, man. And you got to talk to me before you make any determination or assumption, man. Okay, just because you see something on the internet, you over there talking about, you make a determination about a man, you know, about a man's spirit, man. About you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna make it, you know. It said Matthew 10 and verse 16. It said, behold, I sent you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. In the midst of wolves. Don't it say Benjamin? They hunt like wolves. Don't you see? Do you see how people do? They're like they hunt in packs, man. They ain't gonna do nothing by themselves. And it's true, you gotta stand on your own 2 feet. You gotta be able to stand on your own 2 feet and have your own mind. The scripture say, let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind, right? No. What you gonna see is a bunch of packs of wolves. Just just that's why the Lord said Benji is like a raven and wolf. Okay. When you look at them in the world, that's how they do it. They'll gather in communities and shit. They ain't by themselves. You know. That's what they do in the faith too, as well. Okay. I send you forth in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. But beware, what? Matthew 10, 17, verse 10, 17. Okay. It said, but beware of men, for they will deliver you up to a council, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. Okay. And he that slave you will think he do the will of the Lord, man. You see? Yeah. Hey, kill this nigga right here, man. Kill his ass. He ain't fucking right, man. He's out of order. You know? You see what I'm saying? That's how it was in the ancient world. That's how it was in Yahushai's time. What they say about Yahushai? Yahushai was trying to exalt himself. They said that they try to entrap Yahushai in his words and say he was trying to make himself equal with the Most High. You know? That's why they brought Yahushai to counsel. You see? Hey, you gotta come here. Hey, man, the wicked scribe Pharisees, right? Which are back here today, right? Mingled amongst whoever, right? Here it is, boom. Yahushua, you gotta come up here and then, hey, look, man, this guy's trying to make himself the king of the Jews, man. He's trying to be a big personality. He's trying to, oh, look at him. He ain't right. He said he's God. He's performing wicked witchcraft acts. He's healing people and he's bringing people back from the dead. He's a sorcerer. Kill him. And back Barabbas, that nigga. Bring back Barabbas. Bring his ass back. You know? So that's why Jeremiah made this statement. I'm gonna get away from these people, man. I gotta Jeremiah said, I can't be around these niggas, man. I can't be around them, man. There's a bunch of den of thieves, man. Like that 50 Cent movie. You know? Nah, damn. They're not cool, bro. You know? Jake is not cool to be around right now. In 2024, young people are not cool to be around, man. That's why niggas are getting passports and going to pop other women from other nations, because our women ain't cool. The men ain't cool. You see Jake hanging out with the Chinese man, you know, because the Chinese man ain't gonna try to backdoor him. The Chinese man gonna invite you to the house, and the Chinese man, you gonna sit with him, and he gonna have a smile on his face. You go to a nigga's house, man, this nigga gonna be looking at you sideways like this. Man, what the fuck is this nigga? Man, this nigga didn't take off his shoes. This nigga think it's his house. He think he Prince talking about fuck my couch. You know? The Chinese man say, my casa, your casa. You go in the white man's house, he say, your casa, my casa. You know? He ain't worried about shit. He's like, yeah, take whatever you want, man. Stay however long you want. You go in the nigga house, man, that nigga stingy as hell. Yeah, man, get up out of here, bro. This nigga staying his welcome. He ate all my chips. You know? He did. You see what I'm saying, bro? So that's why Jeremiah made this statement. He said, "Man, I gotta get away from my people, man. Y'all see y'all in the kingdom, man." Jeremiah was in the spirit, man. He said, "Look, man, these people ain't right, man. These are a bunch of treacherous assembly of men, as the scriptures say." You know, again, Jeremiah 9:2. All that have been in the wilderness, a lodging place of wayfaring men, that I might leave my people. He ain't saying that about the white man. he said that about the other days. He said, "Look, my own people, I gotta leave their asses." You know, and said, "And go from them, for they shall all be adulterers. They all be adulterers, and assembly of churchmen." Yahushua fled from his own people. Had to get away. He had to get away from them. They were trying to make him king. They were trying to do all this different stuff to him. You know, man, I got flee, man. I got flee into the mountains or something, man. Let me go into the caves and the den or somewhere, man. You know, get away, have some peace of mind, man. You can't have no peace of mind around your people, man. You know? Yep. Micah 7:5. Trust you not in a friend, put you not confidence in a guy. That's right. And keep the doors out of mouth from her to lie in that bosom. That's why you can't trust nobody, man. Consult not with one that suspected thee. All right. Sirach 37:10. Because here it is. You got men, they just suspect you just because, man. It's like, you ain't do shit. Well, I don't know. I don't know about this guy. I don't know about him. You see? Can't consult with one that suspected thee. And hide thy counsel from such as envy thee. Okay? Because that's a real thing. That's a real thing, bro. It's a real thing. Okay? That's why the Lord put it in there. Okay? The Lord didn't put scriptures in here for vanity, just so he could fill up the book and it could be 1,600 pages. You know? It's not filler. Okay? It's not fluff. It's all for a purpose. Okay? The scriptures say what? The things are written aforetime, written for our learning. The Bible is a cheat code to life, man. To navigate the treacherous goddamn waters that is this world. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, this is 1 Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. So, I'll leave you with that. I say, Call I'm La Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Kakodash. And peace citation to the elect, man. Watch yourselves out there. All right, shalom.